I'm traveling to a remote island for an extreme medical procedure that could change the future of humanity. This is a journey in search of the fountain of youth.
The quest to remain young and live forever is shaking up the world of finance. With many billionaires and institutional investors bankrolling the industry, a number of companies have launched research into how to halt the aging process. Backed by Jeff Bezos, Altus Labs is one of the companies that seeks to tap cellular reprogramming technology to develop life-extending therapies. Also listed in the New York Stock Exchange, HX Therapeutics develops medicine and advanced therapeutics that seeks to address human aging.
So the human body is composed of trillions of living cells. You remember the cells we saw in school under the microscope, the pond water animals that swim around. Those are single cells that they're themselves alive, living independently from one another. But during evolution, these cells stuck together, and the human body is a multicellular organism. So if the maxim is true that we age because our cells age, how exactly does that work? Well, we think we have a profound understanding about the origins of cell aging and how it works. And it's as simple as this. We believe early in the evolution of life, these single-celled animals we once saw under the microscope in the school, they didn't age. They could replicate without limit, and they kept the species going forever. In the case of multicellular animals like you and me, there is a lineage of cells that continues to replicate forever, but those are the reproductive lineage of cells.
There are many companies and enthusiasts addressing the aging process, but none have gained more attention than Bryan Johnson. He's been a prominent figure for years, known as the billionaire who aims to live forever. He recently took an unconventional step in his quest. Johnson traveled to a remote island for a $20,000 procedure that is not approved in the US. The treatment is aimed at altering his DNA. In a YouTube video, Johnson explained that he believes the human lifespan is capped at 120 years, and gene therapy might hold the key to surpassing this limit. His trip took him to Roatan, an island in Honduras, where he underwent a procedure by MiniCircle, a biohacking company focused on pioneering technologies in gene therapy.
I am now officially genetically enhanced human.
While his quest is very intriguing, the fact remains that human biology has fundamental limits.
There are multiple factors as to why we can't live forever currently. Who knows? With technology and as science advances, we'll probably start knocking down a lot of these barriers, but I'm not going to be able to talk about all of them in less than 1 minute. So I'm just going to choose one. And it happens to be a really interesting one called the Hayflick limit or Hayflick phenomenon. It basically just means that your cells can only divide a certain amount of times before they just stop dividing. And at that point, well, there's nothing to replace the old and damaged cells. You see, at the end of your chromosomes, and if you remember back from like biology class, chromosomes are DNA wrapped around proteins and sugar complexes, but on the end of those chromosomes, you have these things called telomeres, and every single time a cell divides, a telomere shortens, and eventually as it keeps getting shorter and shorter, it gets to a point where, well, the cell just stops dividing.
Bryan Johnson reported that 3 weeks after his treatment, his follistatin levels had increased by 160%, which was the target objective of his treatment. We may never live forever, but the concept of halting the aging process now holds more promise than ever. According to experts, AI has changed everything.
If you had an algorithm that could give you near perfect health, would you be willing to say yes to this protocol? Anything that happens in the world of science and wellness is instantaneously plugged into my algorithm. What Blueprint demonstrated, the mind is dead. Zeroth principle thinking is discovering things that don't exist. How many zeroth principle discoveries is artificial intelligence going to introduce to society? That's why it's going to remap society beyond anything we can imagine. Divorce ourselves from all human norms, all human customs, all human expectations. We have no idea what we want. We have no idea what we will want. We have no idea what will make us happy. It's ridiculous for us to presuppose we know anything going into the future.
A deep learning network known as AlphaFold outperformed other teams in a protein structure prediction challenge by a significant margin. In some cases, its predictions were indistinguishable from experimentally determined structures.
DeepMind's AI algorithms have made breakthroughs in predicting protein structures, crucial for understanding how proteins fold and function in aging-related diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. As research continues to advance, AI could unlock new possibilities in treating and potentially preventing age-related diseases. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.